I'm a fucking big.
What is up, YouTube? This is a battle against one of my very good friends, PIMPNITE. I've owed him a battle for about, I don't know, about a year, so we finally are getting it done for my 100 video special. Okay, and we started to do a little cup battle, which is, yeah, level 5s and lowest evolution forms. Okay, so let's get it started. I get my rocks up, and he sets up his rain. So I'm probably expecting some kind of move now. So I switch out my Diglett and I go into my Munchlax, or my PIMPNITE. So I'm going to try and attempt to start setting some curses up here after he hits me. So it goes for a hidden power, so I'm guessing that's probably hidden power grass or ice or something like that. Don't know at this stage. Probably ice more likely. Okay, so I take the psychic really well because I maxed out my special defense EVs, which probably isn't much for this level, but anyway, I did as much as I could in special defense. And so I'm going to try start setting my curses up now. I do carry Fire Punch, but I wanted to get a few curses up at the moment. So he goes into his Jabrock, and I get another curse up. I'm not really sure what he's going to attempt here, but I was actually expecting a physical attack, but yeah, it was pretty funny. Right, so he's obviously going to be faster, and he's got a dry skin ability that's going to heal his HP up. So fake out, of course. So then it does alright. It does a little bit, but I do have 2 curses up. So and it appears to be a life warp. So he goes for a vacuum wave, and that does quite a heavy damage to me, so I wasn't actually expecting a vacuum wave, but that's pretty cool. But anyway, I did predict that and went for the rest on that turn, and of course this is a Chesto Resto set, of course with a curse, because normally if they don't have leftovers, it is a Chesto Resto, or Resto Chesto, whatever the fuck they call it. Anyway, so I get all my HP back, and he's probably thinking like, oh my god, how am I going to kill this thing? I do not blame you. I would not like the verse 1 in Little Cup either. So vacuum wave hits hard again, and I go for a body slam. I'm pretty sure that's going to take it out, which it does. So yeah, Snorlax, fucking Munchlax did something useful for once. So he goes into his Mangam. I wasn't sure. I was thinking maybe some kind of special attack here or something like that, so I just went for a fire punch, but he goes what the fuck, boom. So I'm like, oh my god, I hope I don't get a crit. But this does quite a lot of damage to me considering how many curses I have set up. So he sacrifices his, I'm guessing that was Scarfed in some, I'm pretty sure that was Choice Scarfed. It probably would be. So yeah, so that takes me down to 12 HP, which is quite low for a level 5. So he goes into his Paris, and this thing really fucked me over the entire battle. I don't know why, but it just did. But anyway, so he goes for a Spore, which I was expecting, but I just stayed in just for the lols if I could get an attack off. Anyway, so I'm like sleeping on the job, so I'm gonna switch him out. So yeah, so I don't want that thing putting any more of my Pokemon to sleep. So I go into my PIMPNITE, and yes, it's like a Dratini, so it's like fucking awesome. And this Dratini set I have was a priority banded set, so yeah, so I go for the extreme speed, and it actually does really nice damage to Paris, and I almost kill it, but of course, Wiz put an Orange Berry on it, so it pretty much got its whole HP back. So I was like, oh balls. So he goes for the Bug Bite. That really doesn't do much because I maxed out my I maxed HP and I maxed attack for this. So I put nothing in speed. So that's definitely the reason there. So he goes into this again. So I'm really guessing it's going to be hidden power ice. I'm very sure it's going to be hidden power ice because, yeah, he was about to use it on my Diglett, so I'm very, very sure it's hidden power ice. So yeah, I switch that out, and I'm going to go into my Pine Pimp to set up some toxic spikes, because I've already got some stealth rock set up, so I'm going to get some toxic spikes set up, because that could really help me later game. So he goes for the hidden power ice. I'm pretty sure it's hidden power ice, and he gets a crit, which, oh balls, oh well, crits always happen. Anyway, so I get my epic 1 HP recovery from leftovers, and I'm so happy about that. And I set up my toxic spikes. I'm pretty sure I can get 2 layers of spikes up before I die. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be his use in this battle. And yeah, he sets up his raid again, and I'm just gonna set my next layer. I'm just gonna probably set my next layer up here, because the poison damage actually starts to stockpile after a while, especially on the last Pokemon. Okay, so I get my next layer of toxic spikes up. He goes for a psychic. I'm pretty sure I can take this, and I do just take it, and which is awesome. But I'm gonna switch out here, just in case, because I do have What the Fuck Boom, and I might want to utilize that later on in the battle if I can. So I go into Snarf, and I actually am really messed up here, because I actually thought it was the lowest evolution when I saved it, but it turns out it wasn't. So we were both just like, what the hell is going on here? But yeah, I had no idea. I thought it was the lowest evolution. Like, in my Pokestop, I swear I put Azumarill in, but Marill was there, so I was like, okay, whatever. So he goes into this Paris, who pretty much rapes my Marill anyway, so it didn't really have much influence on the battle. Sorry about that, Snurf, but yeah. So his dry skin takes up my waterfall. I was probably a bit doughy there, thinking I probably should have gone for another move there, but yeah, whatever. It's too high evolution anyway. So I thought I might have a chance of outspeeding it, but it would be close. But he gets me the C-bomb. So anyway, Snurf, you really weren't much for help, but you were there for the lols. So awesome. So the rain stops, and that poison damage is slowly eating away at Paris. So I go into my Abra. So this is probably one of Little Cup's, well, best special sweepers. So I get a psychic off, and yes, I am choice scarfed as well. So I think he may have been expecting I was choice specs there. So he goes into his cool, which is a Kabuto, but yeah, that awesome nickname anyway. Cool. I was expecting something like a priority move here. So, and yeah, he has a Lumberry, so his poison was healed. So I was like, oh shit, it must be a priority move. But no, I go for a psychic and KO it. So yeah, at this point in the game, I was like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got this, but I still couldn't knock this freaking Bronzor out. I didn't really have anything. Abra didn't really have a lot to kill it, and its hidden power wasn't super effective against it. It was hidden power fighting. So yeah, I probably should have taken that into account a little bit more, but I was also scared of Munchlax, so that was the main reason why I carried hidden power fighting. Okay, so I just switch in as Death Fodder just to see what it would do. So I go into my Pimpnite, knowing none of my moves are really going to kill it, and I'm banded, so I may as well just go for my powerful Outrage Stab from Dratini, which does absolutely awesome damage. And of course, Wiz has a fucking fucking Iron Berry on this as well, so all my hard work just goes to waste. And he's going to start using Hidden Power Ice. I was quite confident I could at least take one, so I would get another Outrage off. So this Bronzor, nicknamed High, which really pissed me off the whole battle, it really saved his ass in this battle, because I would have gone through his team really fast if he didn't have this Bronzor. Okay, so my Dratini is obviously going to go down to Hidden Power Ice, and so I'm thinking, yeah, well, I may just be able to kill this thing with Hidden Power Fighting from my Abra. So yeah, so Dratini did its job well there, get rid of his Orange Berry. So I go into Pimpnite, just hoping to, like Jesus and God, that I'd fucking like hit with Fire Punch and wake up. But yeah, so I go into him, and I get Sleep Haxed. Yeah, I get Sleep Haxed again, and I'm like, oh boy, what am I going to do? So, Munchlax goes down, and god damn that Paris for putting me to sleep. So I go back into my Abra. I was like, I really hope I can kill this in one, because I'm not confident it could take an earthquake. But anyway, so I go for the hidden power fighting, and yeah, it's just started absolutely pouring down rain outside. So if you're wondering what that noise is, that's what it is. Okay, so the earthquake hits me quite hard, and thank God I survived. So I kill off his Bronzor, which was the most annoying Pokemon I've versed in his entire team, and I have not yet seen his last Pokemon, so I really didn't know what to expect, and I was hoping it was something I was super effective to. So he goes into his mouth, and I was like, oh my god, I can kill this, but I was like, he may have Fake Out, so I'm just gonna stay in, because I still got my Diglett left, and I know I can outspeed him. So he does go for the Fake Out, as I did predict that, but oh well, like, I'm going to get a free turn of poison damage anyway, so yeah, so I've got my Diglett left, and I really thought it was game here, because I wasn't expecting anything like absurdly like outrageous in his moveset, like Hypnosis. I don't know why I didn't expect Hypnosis, but he used it, so I protect off just to see what he uses. So he uses Hypnosis, and I'm like, oh my god, please do not hit. Like, I was just like, it can't possibly hit since the accuracy is so low, but I'm like, oh my god, and it hit, so I'm like, yeah, good. At this point, I was like, yeah, good going, Wiz. I've pretty much, I know I've lost this, because, yeah, I definitely thought I lost at this point in the game, and really, that toxic damage was doing lots, but I wasn't confident I could take 2 hits from a Meowth. So he goes for the U-turn, and I'm like, well, I've got a Sash, so I'm all right for 1 turn, but it does about half. So I'm like, if I don't wake up this turn, I'm Cactus pretty much. So I don't wake up this turn, and I'm thinking, yeah, good game, Wiz. That awesome game. And he goes for the U-turn, and I epically survive on 1 HP. So I'm like, oh my god, this is awesome. I'm gonna go for a Sucker Punch this turn, just for lols. Then I wake up and I use Sucker Punch. So that was just really, really lucky on my part, and just all round, just an awesome ass battle against a good friend. So thanks for watching this, guys.